What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. I am Jess. Thank you for clicking on today's video. I have a week 236 update of my weight loss journey, or my journey to rewind my health from a morbidly obese weight to a healthy weight, living low carb, keto, high protein, that kind of thing, that type of a lifestyle. So I will say before I jump into all that, I am not a medical doctor, not a healthcare professional. This is just my story and works best for me. You do you. You do you. I can't reiterate that enough. But if you're just looking for some weight loss inspiration, maybe some Monday motivation when it comes to weight loss, and want to follow my journey, see what works and what doesn't work for me, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss any videos. And if you could give the video a thumbs up or a comment, that really helps me out more than you know. So it is the August monthly challenge. We do monthly weight loss challenges here if you're new. And it is the No Regrets Challenge. So we're going to talk about that. And also I have around 5 tips when you're on a roll, and like when I'm in that spot where I'm just like, I'm killing it, I'm a lot more observant right now. What's the difference between what has got me going right now and what has been a failure in the past? So we're going to talk about my 5 tips that has really been instrumental just this month about how to avoid having the regrets and to make that commitment to, make that time and effort matter. So we're going to talk about that. But before we jump into that, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Element. Element electrolytes have been a lifesaver, literally. It is so hot in Texas. It is currently 102 degrees outside. And that means any physical activity outside is going to be hot and you're going to be sweating. So I'm a big fan of Element because of the science-backed ratio of electrolytes. Each packet contains 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. And right now in this Texas triple-digit heat, I need all of that. When you live keto or low carb lifestyles, you're not hanging on to all that excess water, so you can get dehydrated so much quicker. And that's why when I go for my walks, I'll insert a picture. I'm that hot. I needed every little bit of these electrolytes. Let me turn the camera around here, but I will put 1 packet of these electrolytes in this container if I'm going for a walk or if it's softball practice, or I'll put 1 packet in my 40-ounce water jug. So I'll just keep sipping on that throughout the workout, throughout the day, whichever, and then I'll just sip water the rest of the day. And right now, staying hydrated has been a lot easier because I'm so thirsty. Nothing else sounds good. So all the water right now is what you have to be doing if you're in Texas. So if you want to give Element a try, I have a free sample pack for you. You can try all of the flavors, figure out which ones you like the best. My favorite is watermelon. My husband loves citrus. My kids enjoy orange. So just try them all and find out which one you like, and you can get this free sample pack with any purchase using my special link that you can use as many times as you want. So thanks Element for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the rest of the week 236 update. Okay, so first things first, we're still in the August monthly weight loss challenge, and the topic or the theme for this month's challenge is the No Regrets Challenge. So for the entire month of August, I'm working on living Monday through Friday, including Saturday, Sunday, without regrets, so that the following Monday, I don't have to re-lose the pound that I took so much effort in to lose the week, like Monday through Friday, the weekdays part. So, and that kind of applies to going on vacations, that applies on just being consistent overall. It applies to that mentality that the weekends are days too. They're just important as the weekdays when it comes to your health commitments. So I found that it was a huge, obvious, glaring, problem that I've been struggling with in my journey is I do great Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. through Sunday evening. I'm not my best. And that's where all of the slip-ups happen. That's where all the extras happens. That goes all the times where I just let up, on my rules. So it was no more of that. I'm tired of that. That creates yo-yoing, that makes a whole vicious circle of problems happen. So the thing that I'm working on hardcore this month is no regrets. So it is the first week of August I was traveling, so I'm a little behind in like, the days or whatnot, but it's been 2 solid weeks of no regrets. And the funny thing is, once you can put 2 solid weeks, even a month worth of progress where it is consistent, you're showing up every day, all the magic starts to happen again. And all the things that you remember about why you do what you do are so much more obvious, So that's why I thought the topic for today's video is going to be, there's no time like the present. When you completely change everything you know and you start something else that's the new, healthier version of you, there's going to be a lot of stuff that just is a hot mess. But there's a few things you can focus on to really narrow it in to have the most success. And the first topic I want to talk about is the joy and commitment of the lifestyle change. If you don't love it, you won't stick to it. And that's basically joy and commitment right there. So you need to pick something that works for you, because you do you at the end of the day, and stop doing what everybody else wants you to do or what everybody else thinks you should do. You have to pick something that works for you. And that comes down to your personal choices, what rules you set for yourself. Make those rules, make the commitment, and be happy with your choice. Because if you're not happy, there's no point. You're wasting your time. So when it comes to enjoying what you do and how you do it in order to live your lifestyle, you have to find new, tasty, delicious recipes that are completely different. And that goes like a little footnote or a little asterisk. Is this, when you change your life, right? Stop trying to make a cupcake a keto cupcake. That's not really changing anything. If you need a quick replacement for something to, make to stay on track, that's fine. But for me, my lifestyle got me to 309 pounds because I overate cupcakes. It was the cupcake that was the problem. It was not the fact that it was a keto or not standard American diet version of a cupcake. The cupcake. So my new lifestyle doesn't include cupcakes as one of the things in it. Like, that's not the new healthier me, right? So, but then once you make that commitment to not have that cupcake as part of your lifestyle, you have to stick with it and be happy about it. So there comes the cue of the new, healthier recipes that you can fall in love with. And that means get a keto cookbook, get a high protein cookbook, go on Pinterest, search easy, low carb recipes, find a new placeholder in that daily recipe lineup, right? And along those lines is, if you're putting that time and effort in to choose this new lifestyle for you, that you envision yourself being the new, healthier you, you have to find ways to make it work for you. It is not a one-size-fits-all approach. So that means if you're somebody who likes to, for one, if you're someone that likes to read, you need to set aside time to read. Make that part of the new, healthier lifestyle. I found that the more I switched off of TV and got back to reading books again, my life has been so much less chaotic. I'm in a better mood. I'll tell you right now, if something crazy happens in the world, you'll find out about it through Facebook, Instagram, all the things you will find out. You're not going to miss out, right? But one thing that I found is when I'm getting hungry or I have one of those restless moments where I'm a mess, I pull out a book and I start reading. And I have read, I kid you not, like 10 books this summer. I am reading every 2 seconds. Instead of watching the TV before I go to bed, I know if I read a chapter or two, I'll be tired and I'll be asleep by 11 o'clock. Which is huge for me because I personally am a night owl. If I could, I'd stay up till 2 in the morning every night. I love to. I'd be watching TV, and all those things that are not part of my healthy lifestyle. I've got to change and get rid of that. So to get myself to fall asleep sooner, to bring that stress down in the day, what do I do now? I'm reading. And in 2 chapters, it's lights out for me. I am so tired. I can't stay up. I couldn't even try to watch a movie. So it's one of those things that just brought the stress of the day down. So I read before I go to bed now. And now I'm getting into bed between 11:30, which is amazing for me. And so I'm getting like a solid 7-8 hours of sleep per night, and I normally function on 4 to 6. So the sleep has made all the difference in the world for moods, being actually recovered from the day before, rested, like just rejuvenated from letting my body sleep and, do its thing while it's sleeping. So it's a new lifestyle change that I didn't think I was going to do. I hadn't read books until probably this year since I had kids. So my oldest is about to be 10. Yeah, I haven't read books like that. And then before that, I was, I didn't reading. It was not cool to read because I was in my 20s and, late teens. So it's like at this point, it's all about changing things and finding that lifestyle that you can stick to, that you now enjoy, that's new and looks different than what you did before. So that's a long spiel on that, so I apologize. But the point is, you have to make the new lifestyle that you're choosing to do more exciting and rewarding than what you were doing before. Because if you don't, you're going to keep wanting that other thing, So, and at the end of the day, that is fact. So along those lines of having this monthly challenge is avoiding regrets. So that means you have to show up and be consistent every day, no matter what. And for one example I can give you from this past weekend, our neighbors are some of our best friends here. Our children are best buddies. We spend so much time with these people. They happen to live next door. We get together a lot with them on the weekends. When I get the text, hey, come over and swim, we'll have pizza and drinks, I was like, okay, we will do that. We'll be there. But you know what I did? I brought a chicken crust pizza for me and Kyle, and I brought myself my own alcohol where I could pace myself by using a lot of sparkling water with just, a shot or two of alcohol. This way I didn't blow everything, but I still got to have fun. So it's one of those things where, when you're drinking sparkling water this much and only like a shot or two over a night, I couldn't be happier. I stayed on track and I felt good. I was not hungover in the next day, and I still got to be, and I still got to have fun, right? So it's all about making the new lifestyle work for you. And yeah, alcohol isn't something you should have every single day, but on special occasions, not a big deal. Don't fret about it, but find a way to make it so it doesn't completely derail you. And that's what I did over the summer on my weekends. So I found a way to dial it back and still have fun and make this work. So time and effort. Now, losing your weight and changing your lifestyle is going to take as long as it needs to take. Some people need a lot more time than others. Other people are just way more focused up front. That's why it's different for everybody. It's why you do you, right? So when it comes to changing your lifestyle, the quicker that you do it doesn't necessarily mean more success. I'm 4 years, 6 months into my journey, or 236 weeks. I haven't figured it all out yet, but I've learned a lot in the process. I've lost a lot of weight, I'm going over the lessons that I need to relearn, right? There's an old saying that says, any lesson you refuse to learn will repeat until you do. If that ain't the truth, I don't know what is, because I have hit my head in the wall so many times, making mistakes, falling flat in my face just to have to relearn the lesson again and then finally get it and then move on and find the next thing, and it's like, and until you take that commitment to do it, to change, to honestly change, you're going to learn that lesson again. Life will present that lesson to you again, and for you to try and swing and miss again, right? So learn it. Appreciate those mistakes. Appreciate the time it takes to change your life. The effort that you put in will directly correlate with your success. There's that other saying, the difference between try and triumph is just a little oomph, like everybody can try, but if you give it a little extra oomph, sometimes that will work out for you and you'll be able to figure it out this time. It's that one more time, that little extra effort you put in and you nailed it, right? So the other thing is, don't look back. I have had, like I said, so many obstacles, mistakes, blunders, weight gain in excess of probably a lot. And it's like you can't dwell on that. The time's going to pass anyways. And as long as you don't give up, it's not over yet. Don't dwell on any of the unfortunate things that maybe happened. You know, they happened. Sometimes it's part of the lesson, it's part of the journey. You'll get better, you know, move on. Just make sure you're allowing the road ahead of you speak louder than the road behind you. So those are my tips for this Monday. It's my motivational talk. I had, like I said, a great week. I'm kind of like on a roll right now. I'm in that headspace where it's like, it feels so good and I'm highly motivated. So as I'm in this headspace, I'm trying to pay attention to facts. You know, like what can I do to make this part different this time? What can I do this time to not hit that obstacle, to jump around that obstacle and get to the finish line? So all that basically says is you just can't give up. You got to keep trying. So I had a great week and I'm ready to do it again. I made a couple interesting recipes this week. None of them that were like knocked my socks off. So that's why I didn't have a video for you last week, like a recipe video. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you at some point this week. I have a new gadget that I want to show you some ice cream recipes with, using cottage cheese and, you know, almond milk and that kind of thing. So I'm going to try and get that done this week. If not, we'll do a regular recipe. We'll see. We're going to see. We're going to dive into it. And if it works, you'll see it. If not, we'll change gears. So don't forget, use this link down below. Get yourself a free sample pack with any order of Element electrolytes, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye.